And get our meeting called to order. It is 5:30, and this is the first meeting of the Tifton City Council in our new year, 2024. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas and a very happy new year. We're excited to see all of you this evening. We have some special events going on this evening, so we'll jump right into that. I do want to remind you, for those of you who would like to stay for the meeting, it's so exciting and entertaining. I'm sure you'll all want to stay for the entirety of the meeting. Tonight is our workshop, and during our workshop, we don't vote on anything except the approval of the agenda. Tonight is just for discussion purposes only. We meet the first and the third Monday of each month unless there's a holiday. For example, this year, well, of course, New Year's Eve was on Monday, so we moved our meeting down a week. At our next meeting, which will be next Monday, our third Monday, that's when we'll actually vote on the things that we discussed this evening. So I don't want you to be confused by the fact that we're not actually voting on anything tonight. So that will take place next week. But again, it's good to see everyone, so I'm going to turn the floor over to Rob Wilmot, who is our city attorney. And Rob, it's up to you.
The pleasure tonight to take the oath of office for all the new elected city council members and the mayor. So I'm going to ask the mayor if you'll step down here. Julie, I'm going to read this oath of office at the end if you'll just swear or affirm.
Would you mind if I ask my family to join me?
No, that's fine.
I would like my family to come up and join me. My children couldn't be here tonight, they're working, and so they'll just watch this on YouTube. Oh, there they come. That was perfect timing. That was perfect timing. I wanted them to all come and stand with me because they are these two little boys right here, these three little boys right here are the reason that this is so important to me and to do what I do for this community. I want to make sure that these little boys and big boy have a place to grow up in which they can have a family, they can have a job, they can be happy, they can do all of the things that their hearts desire. And so because of them, this is why I do this job. So it's very important to me that they be able to stand up here with me. I have my husband Doug, my brother Frank, my sister-in-law Jenny, and then Smith, Ty, and Kate, and then Brooke, my daughter-in-law, my sweet daughter-in-law. So now that introductions have been done,
I'd ask you to raise your right hand, please. I, Julie B. Smith.
I, Julie, do I have to repeat after you?
No.
I'm sorry.
I, Julie B. Smith, a citizen of the city of Tifton, Georgia, and being a public official of the city of Tifton and the recipient of public funds for services rendered, do hereby solemnly swear and affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of Georgia, and the Charter of the city of Tifton, that I will faithfully perform my duties as mayor of this city. I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public money due to the state or any political subdivision or authority thereof. I am not the holder of any office or trust under the government of the United States or any other state or any foreign state, which by the laws of the state of Georgia I am prohibited from holding, and am otherwise qualified to hold said office according to the Constitution and the laws of Georgia. As the elected representative for the position of mayor, I swear that I have been a resident thereof for the time required by the Constitution and the laws of this state and the city charter of the city of Tifton. Do you swear or affirm?
I swear.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a very long oath. Unfortunately, it's required by law. I have the honor of asking Mr. Franks, our newly elected from our District 2. You want to get your group gathered up here? A lot of support. Michael, if you would raise your right hand. I, George Michael Franks, a citizen of the city of Tifton, and being a public official of the city of Tifton and the recipient of public funds for services rendered, do hereby solemnly swear and affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of Georgia, and the Charter of the City of Tifton, and that I will faithfully perform my duties as council member of this city. I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public money due to this state or any political subdivision or authority thereof. I am not the holder of any office or trust under the government of the United States, any other state, or any foreign state which, by the laws of the state of Georgia, I am prohibited from holding and am otherwise qualified to hold said office according to the Constitution and laws of Georgia. As the elected representative from District 2, I swear that I have been a resident thereof for the time required by the Constitution and the laws of this state and the charter of the City of Tifton. Swear or affirm?
I swear.
Congratulations. Mr. Hall.
Look at my 11th seat. Got a good-looking group there, MJ. All right, MJ, raise your right hand, please. I, Milton M.J. Hall, Jr., a citizen of the city of Tifton, Georgia, and being a public official of the city of Tifton and the recipient of public funds for services rendered, do hereby solemnly swear and affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of Georgia, and the Charter of the City of Tifton, that I will faithfully perform my duties as council member of this city. I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public money due from the state or any political subdivision or authority thereof. I am not the holder of any office or trust under the government of the United States, any other state, or any foreign state, which by the laws of the state of Georgia I am prohibited from holding, and I am otherwise qualified to hold said office according to the Constitution and laws of Georgia. As the elected representative from District 4, I swear that I have been a resident thereof for the time required by the Constitution and laws of this state and the city charter of the City of Tifton. You swear or affirm? I swear. Congratulations. I can now say, Councilmember Franks, congratulations. Councilmember Hall, congratulations. All right.
And I think that's got everybody in office.
It does. I think that does.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you so much. Our next item on our agenda is the approval of the agenda, which I mentioned earlier, and we should have agendas back here on the podium. If you'd like to grab one and kind of follow along with us, you're certainly welcome to. So gentlemen, I'll take a motion concerning approving the agenda as it's been presented, or if there are any changes, we'll consider that.
Make a motion to approve.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And that carries. Our next item on our agenda is the selection of a vice mayor. And I wanted to take just a quick second. All of the, Rob mentioned it in our oath of office. All of the work that we do is done under the umbrella of the Tifton City Charter. That city charter is a document that's very lengthy. It is available on our website. If you go to tifton.net, you can click on government personnel, and you have to do a little search, and anyway, you end up in a website called Municode, which it contains all of the information on our charter. And every city's charter is different. Some cities are set up with a mayor and council form of government and a city manager. Some smaller cities don't have a city manager. The mayor and the council take on the roles and responsibilities of the various departments of the city. So each one is a little bit different. In some cities, the mayor votes, and some they don't. So our charter is unique to us, and it's very, it keeps us in line with regard to how we govern this community and the policies that we set. I did want to take just a few seconds to read from the charter about the duties and the powers of the position of mayor, because we're going to be electing a vice mayor, and then I want to reference those responsibilities as well. According to our city charter, which is in section 2.32, the powers and duties of mayor, the mayor shall, 1, preside at all meetings of the city council, 2, be the head of the city for the purpose of service of process and for ceremonial purposes, and be the official spokesperson for the city and the chief advocate of policy, have the power to appoint all council committees, have the power to administer oaths and to take affidavits, and sign as a matter of course on behalf of the city all written and approved ordinances and resolutions. The vice mayor, which is identified in section 2.34, have the responsibility of basically serving in the role as mayor if the mayor is unavailable. So it says, during the absence or disability of the mayor for any cause, the vice mayor of the city council, or in such person's absence or disability for any reason, any one of the council members chosen by a majority vote of the city council, shall be clothed with all the rights and privileges of the mayor and shall perform the duties of the office of the mayor so long as such absence or disability shall continue. Any such absence or disability shall be declared by majority vote of all council members. So just wanted to remind our council of that. And then our charter does go on to say that in every even-numbered year, which we are, 2024, we shall select a vice mayor. And in section 2.31, the selection process says, by a majority vote of all its members, the city council shall elect a council member to serve as a vice mayor, who shall serve a term of 2 years. The vice mayor shall be elected at the first regular meeting in each even-numbered year, and the vice mayor shall continue to vote and otherwise participate as a council member. So just wanted to remind you of that because, like I said, each city does things a little bit differently, and just to let you know how that's done. In the past, we've had vice mayors that have been selected by the council who had years of experience. We've also had vice mayors that have been elected with minimal experience. For example, when I first came on the council as mayor, Wes Ehlers was elected vice mayor with just a couple of years' experience. So there's no set role or way to elect the vice mayor other than the choice of the council. I personally choose to stay out of that discussion. I feel like it's the role of the council to select the vice mayor, and then I do have the right to vote on it, but it is the result of the council. So, like I said, gentlemen, our next item is for selection of the vice mayor, and so I'll need a motion to appoint a vice mayor. We'll vote on that, and that vice mayor will serve a term of 2 years, and then we'll go through this process again in January of 2026. So I'll take a motion at this point.
I'll make a motion to appoint M.J. Hall, District 4, as vice mayor.
Okay, so we have a motion to appoint M.J. Hall. Is there a second? Rob, in the case of no second, does that mean that the motion dies?
It does.
Okay. All right, so we don't have a motion on the floor, so I will take another motion at this time.
A motion to appoint Josh Reynolds as vice mayor.
Okay, so we have a motion to appoint Josh Reynolds. Is there a second to that motion?
I second.
Okay, thank you, Michael. So we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? All right, I will call for the vote. All those in favor of appointing Councilmember Reynolds as our vice mayor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so that carries. Congratulations, Josh.
Thank
Rob, is there anything official that you need to do from that standpoint?
He's taken over.
Okay.
Josh. All right, raise your right hand, please. Everybody gathered All right. I, Josh Reynolds, a citizen of the city of Tifton, Georgia, and being a public official of the city of Tifton and the recipient of public funds for services rendered, do hereby solemnly swear and affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of Georgia, and the Charter of the city of Tifton, and that I will faithfully perform my duties as vice mayor of this city. I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public money due to this state or any political subdivision or authority thereof. I am not the holder of any office or trust under the government of the United States or any other state or any foreign state which by the laws of the state of Georgia I am prohibited from holding, and I am otherwise qualified to hold as head office according to the Constitution and the laws of Georgia. As an elected representative of the city of Tifton, I swear that I have been a resident thereof for the time required by the Constitution and laws of the state and the city charter of the city of Tifton. You swear or affirm? I affirm. All right. Congratulations, Josh.
Congratulations, Josh.
Thank you.
I feel like we need to call Lester down for something. Congratulations. That's good. All right, we're now under the new business section of our agenda. And the first item I want to talk to you about is a resolution urging efforts to reform and improve mental health services in Georgia. I was approached by Commissioner Melissa Hughes a couple of weeks ago. The County Commission is looking at adopting this same resolution, and as you know, we've talked about this with our homelessness issues and some of the other issues that we have going on in the community. Mental health is so very important, and giving people access to resources when they have mental health issues and challenges and everything is really important to us and a priority for both, I think for the city, because we've talked about it, and certainly for the county commission, as they'll be signing this same resolution. So Melissa asked if we would consider going with the county and doing a joint resolution for the city and the county for the mental health resources and issues, and doing everything that we can to provide those resources. So that copy of that resolution is in your packet, so be sure and read through that. We can certainly amend that if we need to, but this would be the same one that the county would be signing. So just want to present that to you, and I'll be glad to answer any questions if you have any questions, gentlemen. You good? Okay. All right, our next item is, I'm going to call on Adam Cobbs to come up. It's a recommendation for the award of the bid for the 2023 LMIG Safety Improvement Peak Paving to Safety Improvement Peak Paving LLC. So Adam, you want to talk about the 2023 LMIG. And LMIG, by the way, we always use a lot of alphabet soup and acronyms when we talk about all these programs that are available to us through the state. That's the Local Maintenance Improvement Grant that is available through DOT, and this is for the striping, as far as I understand. Is that correct? Okay.
Correct. So I want to talk about the LMIG Safety Action Plan, and as Mayor Julie said, that this is for striping and road markings. I'm going to give some background and kind of tell where we've gotten to. DOT puts out a list, and I believe it's in your packets, but it's a list of all the streets and has crash report data. And these are the only streets that we're allowed to utilize this money on. Okay, so we initially went in and we said we didn't know what the funding was going to be, how much money it was going to cost. So we went in and took a good chunk of it and put it out to get some cost. Well, good news, we got the cost and it was way under what we thought it was going to be. So we went back and the original came in at like $103,000, I believe is what it was. And we had about $316,000 to be able to spend with the funding that the state gave us and our local match. So we were able to look at every street. I put a sheet together. Let me grab it real quick so I can show you guys, along with the help of Stacy Watkins, our engineer, to add these others as a phase 2. So we really have estimated these costs to come in at a total of about $215,800, which is under the amount that we had, but we were able to do every street on that crash report list. And so that's what we're coming to you with, is asking for consideration in doing all the streets. Now, understand we did 2nd Street and 8th Street are on there. Mm-hmm. We left 2nd Street out because it's just been redone. and 8th Street is on the Phase 2 of the TIA projects. So
To be repaved.
to be
Right, okay.
paved. So we're going to just stripe it with regular striping, just regular paint as opposed to thermoplastic paint. But we're going to do thermo on all the other streets, which takes a paint marking from about 4 to 5 years to about 10 years. So it really extends the life of the painting. So that's what I come to talk to you about tonight. And if you have any questions, I'll be glad to.
And there's
take
a
them.
map in our packet that is a little easier to follow.
Yes.
If you look at the map, it looks like the striping that's going to be done is pretty evenly distributed amongst the 4 districts.
Correct.
So it's not all concentrated in one particular
Correct.
area of town. So, so every one of you can contact your constituents, or if they call about it, let them know that you will have striping that's taking place.
And
in your
again, this is
area.
just striping, not
Right.
repaving. It's-
Right.
It's just to do the markings so it's better visibility at night and things like that.
Exactly. All right, gentlemen, any questions of Adam before we move on? All right, sounds good. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. All right, Rob, I'm going to call on you next to talk about a resolution abandoning a portion of an alley running north from West 16th Street to Mitchell Drive.
Yes, Mayor, this is just another one of these alleys that have basically been abandoned or no longer being used for any public purpose. We were approached by one of the adjoining property owners of the alley to abandon it. So this resolution is basically abandoning that alleys between 16th and Mitchell Drive, over in that area. So basically, this would authorize us to offer the alley to the adjoining property owners for purchase. So once you authorize the abandonment, then we can go ahead and sell the property off.
Okay. And I believe that is in your district. Is that correct? Okay. Okay. All right, any questions, gentlemen, of Rob on that process?
Sounds straightforward.
Yeah, pretty straightforward, exactly right. All right, moving right along, we have our city manager reports. I'll call on Emily Beeman.
Yes, I have a few things to update you on. We are now far along in the process. All of the improvements that you're beginning to see around town, a lot of our projects, we're out of the phase where we're talking, we're bidding, we're awarding. We have boots on the ground. So just to cover a few of our projects we have going on, right here on Commerce Way, we are updating the storm drain, drainage, water utilities through there, as well as the sidewalks to make it more accessible and to be ADA compliant. We are right on track with that as we met with the contractor and engineer last week. The utilities contractor should be on board this week. You'll start seeing things move pretty fast on Commerce Way, and then we will go into the alley and start working with the merchants on, we will close down a portion of the alley, rather it be on the north side or the south side, and to work through that accordingly. So good news there. Another good news, Friday afternoon, we have workers in the park putting our ADA accessible all-inclusive playground out. Per the contract, they have 2 weeks to get this out. Obviously, we may have a few rain delays, but 2 weeks is a good time. So hopefully mid-January, we will see full progress out there and have a new playground system up and going. And then I know everybody has seen the water line replacement work that is going on Central. We are a little behind project there with a few delays. We had some more concrete in areas that we thought we did, which caused a delay with the contractor. We are in close communications with that, but they will be hopefully wrapping that up within the next 90 days. And then right after that, I know paving has been a very hot topic in our community, and I would like the public to remember that we are on a paving plan this year. ESG Operations, myself got together. We contracted with a private company to give us a paving index for all over the city of Tifton within the city limits to rate our roads from best to critical to see what the needs are, not based on district, but based on the city as a whole. We have plans to bid that in the winter, end of January, early February, and then paving will come right after that. We do not want to pave a road that has infrastructure issues underground, because then you have road cuts after you've just paved the road. So what we do is we do infrastructure first. As you can see, Central, they will be coming down Tift. We will pave once that work is done. I would like to remind you, these roads were voted on in 2022. LMIG does allow us to have a 3-year cap on this, so we can ride it out for 3 years. But when we came up with the plan to fix infrastructure first and then pave next, it kind of sets you back a little bit. But we will be paving these roads in the spring. I just want to go over so everybody is aware. I do have a full listing of more detail. If anybody's interested, they can see the city clerk. But just to go over, we will pave 22nd Street, Larkin, O'Quinn, Edgefield, Greenfield, Murray Avenue, Woodruff, Florida, Prince, 18th Street, 6.5 Street, Davis Avenue, Hunt Road, Bellevue Circle, Harlan, Hargret, Alder Street, 15th. And then we did add additional roads to this to include Tift Avenue all the way from 2nd Street to 12th Street, Central Avenue from 2nd Street to 12th Street, and then Commerce Way from Highway 82 to Central Avenue. So that's kind of how these projects will play out. So you can expect to see some movement probably early summer on paving on these streets once the infrastructure is fixed underneath. And that's all I got.
Okay, excellent, good report. Any questions, gentlemen, of Emily's report?
Oh, I do have one more thing.
Sure.
TIA is a process that we go through with the South Georgia Regional Commission as well as GDOT. I know in previous discussions, you know that we've partnered with the county on this to make sure we get the most bang for our buck for Tift County, not just the city of Tifton. I want to go over the projects that were approved under TIA 2, which is regional funding. 75% of the funds that are collected regionally comes to the city of Tifton. The other 25% does come to us, and it kind of like works like T-SPLOST. This will go on the voters' ballot in the spring. Georgia Department of Transportation is responsible for submitting that to the Board of Elections office. But for TIA 2, the projects that we were selected, should it be approved on the voter ballot for that collection of that sales tax, we will pave Tifton El Dorado Road. It's a $4.2 million project. We will pave Kent Road with the partnership of the county as it is split. That is a $5 million project. King Road will be widened at $8.2 million. And then 8th Street will be paved from Publix all the way out to Ferry Lake Road, and that's a $1.9 million project. So all of these are in our plans for paving. It is not something that can be done tomorrow, but the city is on a paving plan to ensure that our worst, most critical roads are kept up to date to the standards that our community deserves.
Perfect, okay, thank you. All right, Mayor and council comments. Does anybody want to go first?
I'll start.
Okay.
I just want to tell everybody Happy New Year and congratulations for serving on City Council, and just looking forward to serving this next year with you. And just a reminder to everybody, please stay safe. We got some very bad weather coming into town tomorrow. With that, I'm good.
Okay, very good. Lester, you want to comment?
I would like to thank the fire department and the police department for their assistance with the very Merry Christmas that happened at Puckett Park, and also at some of the housing authorities. And I definitely want to thank everyone who gave donations. I want to personally thank the mayor kids for coming out, bringing out presents for the kids as well.
Excellent, very good.
So we had a great turnout. Next year is going to be even more incredible and larger.
There was some good information too about the new playground equipment and all at Puckett Park. I saw
Yes, there's
the grapevine. That looked great.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the woman's comment that said she had been able to take her kids out to play for years.
Yes.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, it
That
should
was
be
good.
finished up definitely by the end of February, I believe.
Okay, all right. Donna, Michael, any comments you want to make?
Just looking forward to this term, really excited about it.
Is it?
That's it.
Perfect. MJ?
No, I just want to tell everybody Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to serving with you 4 more years.
There you go. Amen. And I'll wrap things up. Emily, the park, we were in Fullwood Park Saturday and Sunday, between grandchildren and dogs. We had to get everybody out the house. And the new playground equipment looks amazing. I'm really excited. My little grandson Smith was like, when are they going to be finished? I said, just be patient. It's coming. It's
2
coming.
weeks.
So it really looks good. So thank you for coordinating that project. Is there any other business to come before the council this evening? All right, seeing none, we are adjourned. Thank you.